Karen Jones here, point of me, point of view. So I am writing today about the logistics of being back in the saddle. I am back in the saddle, people. I have been away from working a regular nightly gig for about 8 months now, and I've enjoyed those 8 months, trust me. After working 6 months last year, I worked 6 months, 6 nights a week in Hong Kong. So it was wonderful to finally have time for me and my other businesses, because as you know, I have other businesses, including this video blog and my blogging with the Empower Network, which I've talked to you about. But that's not what I'm here about to talk to you about today. I'm here to talk to you about getting back into the groove, sitting back in the saddle. Back in the saddle. That's right. So there are a couple of things that are important to being back in the saddle. You have to know, you have to have everything pretty much set. Obviously the contract is already written, everything is already prepared before you get here, but when you read the written part of my blog, you'll see, in fact I'll read some of that off to you in case you don't get to read it. But two things I talk about today: production and accommodations. Production, you've got to have in both of these places, you've got to be comfortable, because you're going to be working 6 nights a week. So you better have really good musicians that you're comfortable with, that you get along with, that there's not any tension between the musicians themselves, or if there is any, that they work it out and they know each other well enough that they're cool. Because there's nothing worse than having musicians fighting during a 6-month or a 3-month contract. All right, so very important, the kind of music, what the hotel desires for music. Obviously, this hotel desires jazz. I'm a jazz singer, and here I am. I mean, I sing a lot of other things too, but jazz is pretty much what I really love to sing. So how did I get to be so lucky? And next, so the production, you've got to have your setting, you've got your stage, you've got your instruments. Most of the musicians bring their own. There is a piano where I work. Then you've got your microphone stand, you've got your music stand, you've got the lights for the music stands, you've got all of the necessary extension cords and cords themselves. I brought my own microphone because I like my microphone, so I attach my microphone. I also attach my iPad. Yes, I have my lyrics on my iPad. Other musicians have paper. We've been working together for many years, so they have copies of most of the things that I do. I add music as we go along, so it doesn't get boring or stale. Not just for the audience, because our audience is basically pretty much changing continuously, because it's the type of hotel or the type of bar that's very, very popular. This is the bar from the film Lost in Translation with Bill Murray. So it's a spot that it's become like a cult movie. So a lot of people come to this bar so that they can sit in the spot where Bill Murray sat and blah blah blah. So anyway, very important that you have all of these things so that when you get on stage, you can do your show and you can be comfortable, and you can, in fact, look at your audience, make sure that you have the lights so they can see you, so that you look good. Now, our particular hotel is known not only for its music, but actually it's known for this amazing view. It's on the 52nd floor. And in fact, the view is just breathtaking. Every time I walk out there, I'm like, wow, how'd I get to be so lucky to work in such a beautiful place? So if you do have time, if you happen to be in Tokyo, you've got to come to this bar. And all the singers that come here are phenomenal. Not, of course, patting myself on the back, but I guess I'm pretty good, or they wouldn't be working here. So, of course, then you have your accommodations. You're looking at part of the accommodations. If you are going to be working in a place for that extended period of time, either they give you an apartment really close by. I would recommend they give you a room in the hotel, because then you can finish work and you can go to bed. We want to make this as comfortable for you as possible. You're coming to stay in a foreign country for a long period of time. It should be comfortable. You should be comfortable at all costs, which doesn't mean that you're high and mighty in any way. It just means that you are there to do your best, to be the best entertainer, singer, performer that you can be. So they should also do their part in making it as comfortable for you as possible. So that would include a hotel room or a place as close to the hotel as possible. Try and get a room. My advice. Next, of course, you have your per diem, 3 meals a day, and please include a snack at the end of your gig, because usually if you eat at 6 and you finish at 12, you're going to be hungry. So get a little snack. And if you happen to, as I personally need a lot of sleep, because I sing because of the way I sing and because I just need sleep when I'm singing that much. So make sure that you're in a comfortable place, it's quiet, not a lot of noise outside your window and that kind of stuff. Next, laundry. Make sure that they give you a certain amount of money that you use for your laundry and dry cleaning of your costumes. And they give you a certain amount every month. Make sure that that's enough and keep track of what you send in so that there's no discrepancy at the end of the month that you need to pay extra for what you put in to be dry clean. They usually give you more than enough, so be wise. Same thing with your food. Make sure that you don't go over your amount, because when you go over your amount, they will keep a record of it and they're going to give you a bill at the end of the month. Pay your bill every month if you are buying extra stuff. Okay, so you have no surprises. No surprises, no hard feelings, everyone's happy. Okay? What else? Oh yeah, they will clean your room at least 2 to 3 times a week, minimum. All right, of course they're going to give you a round trip ticket. Make sure that you add costs for luggage, because they've added cost to luggage to our flight tickets nowadays. So you need to make sure that they cover extra weight, because obviously you're bringing extra stuff. You're away for 3 months, that's a long time. Oh yeah, of course they cover your expenses from the airport to the hotel and back. And of course make sure that you get paid regularly. You do your job, they do their job, everybody's happy. As long as you keep your clients happy, then everything should run very smoothly. One other thing to remember, even though you are working, I work in a club that's constantly changing clientele because we have different people coming into town. Keep an eye on the regulars. There will be people who keep coming back. Go and talk to them. One of the things that I do, this is like a little cherry on the cake for anyone who's going to be away from home, away in a hotel, working in a hotel for so long. When people are applauding for you, the ones that applaud the most, those are the ones you want to go over and say hello to. You don't have to speak their language. They understand thank you. You learn how to say thank you in their language. Really little things like that. It doesn't take that much for the clientele to rave about you, and therefore it creates job security to a certain degree, because you're going out of your way. You're the celebrity. You're the main focus of the room besides the view in my room, for example. So you want to work that and make it work for you. So I am back into the saddle. I am comfortable. I've been working on stage now for a few days. And back on my stage. I've worked there before, many years now. And I invite you to come visit. Come visit. Come say hello. Come have a drink. Make sure you bring a lot of money, because it costs a lot of money. And how does it get any better than that? That's my job security. So folks, get back into your saddle, whatever it may be. All the things that I described, pretty much for any job where you're going to be away for a long time, make sure that you're comfortable. You're comfortable, you can do your best. And that's what it's all about, right? So how does it get any better than that? And how can you get any better than that? Okay, Karen Jones, signing off.
The dawn is filled with dreams, so many dreams, which one is mine? One must be right for me. Which dream